Okay, Caroline, thank you. And a big focus for the governor is improving our schools.
He's expected to announce major investments and initiatives in his education budget. Rhonda Fox has you covered on the highlights. Rhonda?
Well, Amber, Governor Evers wants a $2.6 billion increase for public schools, with $1 billion going to special education. Now, I spoke with the state superintendent of schools who seems supportive of the governor's plan.
You're looking at some of the governor's education initiatives proposed for his biennial budget. With this $2.6 billion increase for schools, recovering from the pandemic weighed heavy. There's a $270 million mental health initiative called Get Kids Ahead.
As a teacher, I know firsthand the struggles that our students have seen, educators have seen, right? Quite honestly, our society has seen. So we applaud that continued investment.
When you look at the number that the pandemic did on people's mental health, not just our kids, on our parents, our community members, everybody, we've all struggled.
Dr. Underly says schools have been underfunded for the past decade, and the pandemic exacerbated the school funding situation. She hopes this budget curbs school districts' dependence on referendums.
The pandemic happened, and we had schools then struggling to meet costs, for improvements in their facilities, and at a time when they didn't get additional resources from the state. So they depended on federal dollars. And at the end of the day, it's really not the federal government's job to support our schools and fund our schools. It's really the state's job.
Education experts note the governor's plan to help out by raising per pupil spending.
There's an increase in the revenue limit of $1,000 per student, which is very necessary. It would move us closer to an inflationary increase.
Now again, the governor's biennial budget is asking $1 billion for general aid, $1 billion for special education, and $270 million for the Get Kids Ahead mental health initiative. Amber?
The governor's speech at 7 p.m. You can watch it on WKOW.com. We'll have a full recap and the Republican response tonight on 27 News at 10.